Hey guys, thanks for listening to the Spiritual Grind. We hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to follow, hit the little bell for your notifications when the podcast is posted, and like, follow, and share with your friends. We hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment if there's any topics that you want us to speak about.
Like, follow, share.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jenny. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Spiritual Grind. We're in studio with myself and Dr. Jenny. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, it's a beautiful, rainy day in Florida.
It definitely is cloud cover.
Hey, but I've done walked 2 miles, over almost 3 miles today. Do you have a topic of the day?
No, you know me. I just kind of show up and roll with the punches, man.
Understood. I have a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's called childlike rediscovery.
Ooh. Okay.
And
Does this have anything to do with me wanting to go buy the Monopoly and make the kids play with me?
Well, yeah, it was kind of like, because it's a great attitude to have. To, be childlike and rediscover things that you don't know that could be fun now. Just because you didn't like it years ago, doesn't mean you don't like it now.
Right. I think it's always kind of just a rediscovery.
Yeah.
Like you're always just testing to find that, like we teach, find that feel-good place.
Yeah.
And trying different things out. And I find myself, and I don't want to keep harping on medical stuff, but we went through a pretty big major life thing. And so I find myself in that place of wanting to find that frequency again. And so I keep saying, I'm going to buy some Skip-Bo cards and Monopoly while the kids are here. The kids are visiting. And make them play card games and board games with me like they did when they were kids.
Yeah. Mom, come on.
Yeah, and we went to the flea market yesterday, and I started to buy me a little gecko lizard. Just,
A crested gecko.
Yeah, trying to find that frequency again
Those are
after
pretty cool little things.
our little, catastrophic event that happened, man.
It's been a crazy 7 days, but that's okay. I'm not going to focus on it because we're going to move forward with childlike positive attitudes.
Yeah, I may go to the flea market today and go buy the lizard that...
Well, we may have to walk because they're hungover and not getting out of bed.
Right?
Yeah, he sent a message that said he had big plans this morning to go sit on the beach before the sun came out, and then he woke up at 12.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they would be here by now and they could pop in and be guests on the podcast today and say hello. But yeah,
they had a little too much wine last night.
They're recovering, I think, from their partying last night.
Well, they had a great bounce back from their first Airbnb episode.
Yeah, their first one wasn't quite up to par, so they actually changed and
they walk in and get ready to get greeted by cockroaches. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's more of a childlike behavior, because here's the thing that mirrors to us. They're in town on vacation, and they fall right into a lot of the times. Like last time, they just fell right into being kids.
Yeah.
And
they usually do when they come.
Instead of having to be adults, they want to come be kids around their parents.
Right. And that's usually what ends up happening. Like the last time they were here, we spent the majority of the time playing Pokemon and
trying to find Pokemon cards. And
getting Pokemon cards and just kind of hanging out and being a bunch of kids, man.
Yeah, they did. They stayed home. They just wanted us to cook and
that's what we
wanted
did.
to play games the whole time. And that's okay. And so that's where we are, because I, too, need to rediscover fun and excitement as well.
Yeah.
Because we've been so focused for over 3 years on our journey with the health, because we went down a little roller coaster and we kind of lost our
Well, not just health,
fun.
but we were juggling our own job.
Yeah.
The JOB job.
Yeah.
Of So
your cat's headache.
that was the cat in her head of, still doing our job, which required us to be basically, as the head managers, kind of on duty all the time. And we put in hundreds of hours sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
A week sometimes, depending on, especially around holiday.
Oh, right now we'd be busier than crap.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then juggling the health issues through all of that. It's been a crazy couple of years.
I agree.
And so I think we're just getting back to what we teach, which is finding those things that bring us in alignment with that next joyful thing.
Yes, totally.
And now that the app is kind of...
on autopilot.
It is a little bit. It's on autopilot, so it gives us a little more. Yeah, I know. He looked at me. For those of you that wonder what it looks like on video, I said the word
autopilot.
odd. And he snapped his head and looked at me. I was like, yeah, that just happened.
Because we're on autopilot.
Allo.
I don't even think you said pilot. You said pilo. Autopilot.
Allo.
I'll have to look at that up. You'll have to look at it when you edit it.
Allo.
And so today's big plans, when the kids do show up, if they do, who knows? We plan on going and getting some cards, and you're going to make them play Skip Bo or Monopoly with you.
Yeah.
And that's okay to do.
Right.
It's okay. And that little lizard yesterday was pretty cool.
They were. They're quite beautiful. They're called crested geckos.
Yeah, they are pretty, and they're fun.
Their skin looks like velvet.
And they feel like velvet.
Yeah.
And they have suction cup for toes.
They do, and you can feel the suction cup when you're holding them.
Yeah.
When she took it out of my hand, I felt it go pop off.
It just popped off your
Yeah.
finger. And they will drop their tails.
Apparently, that's what she was saying. They will drop their tails if they get stressed or
if it gets in the way.
If it gets in the way. And then they're called frog butt.
Frog butt, yep. The other guy was telling us that he was the male that they had a lot of females around him, and I guess he was breeding so much that he decided that his tail was just in the way.
Yeah,
and so he dropped it off.
Right,
just so he could breed more girls. I guess.
I guess
that's quite a talent, actually.
And the interesting thing is on the crested ones, they were saying they don't regenerate their tail. So when they drop it off and are done with it, they're just done.
So
but
do they choose
lizards,
not to? If they could drop it, what can't they choose to read?
I don't know. That's just what the guy was saying. I don't know a whole lot about them. We had geckos when the kids were younger, but they were different kind. They were different
just the old
kind.
green ones that turn colors.
Ours were purple.
Oh.
And I don't remember what they were called exactly, but they were some sort of gecko. And they got these big fat tails and...
Yeah, I told you.
But like lizards outside, if they lose their tail, they'll grow it back. So
very quickly.
Some regenerate.
Yeah, like my friend had that big bearded dragon.
Yeah.
And I was telling you that story a while ago. When he went from regular flat earrings and he put these fancy shiny diamond ones in his ears.
Yeah.
And he was carrying his big. It was huge. It was probably 4 or 5 foot long. And he would put it on his shoulder, and it would just sit there. And he put those diamond earrings in his ear, and this dragon bit his earlobe off with the diamond.
Chasing the diamond, thinking maybe it was something shiny.
He said he felt the tongue, and then he felt the bite. It was like it was all at once, and it was just like real quick.
Did he regenerate his earlobe?
He did not regenerate his earlobe, but they had to go get surgery on the gecko to get it out. They took him. They just run a thing down into his stomach and
get it out that way.
Pulled it out.
Huh.
But yeah, he came out just fine, but his earlobe wasn't.
Interesting.
Yeah, his wife was some kind of reptilian lady. She sold snakes and lizards and frogs and all sorts of exotic reptilians.
Huh.
But it was a pretty cool experience. But anyway, so being childlike, we can, you can actually just live those experiences if you want. Yeah,
I mean that's the weird, random, crazy shit we do. They
Yeah,
just
you know,
go by
when we hit
lizards.
adults and we become parents, we have a tendency to turn that switch off
Yeah.
and not have childlike fun and behavior. And like I almost remember as the more fun that I got, the less fun my parents got. You know, like my dad was always really playful and fun. And then like the older I got into puberty and teenage years, he got to where he quit playing.
Huh.
I don't know what that is or why, but
I don't either.
I mean, he still had his fun with his people, but not with the kids. Like they just quit playing with us. I don't know.
Interesting.
So I don't want to be that person. I want to have childlike thoughts and behavior.
Yeah, I want to be the goofy old lady that still plays and dresses weird and does weird shit.
You are that lady already.
I am?
Yeah.
Good.
You're goofy. You dress weird. Your mama dresses you funny.
I don't have mama.
But
good. That's exactly the kind of person I want to just keep being childlike and goofy and just weird.
yeah,
I like being weird.
like me, the playful person just wants to call an Uber and go over to their place and just walk in.
If I call an Uber, I'm going to go get my lizard first. Not going to lie.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go by there and I'm going to pick one out.
Okay. But you better go soon because they close in 3 hours. But
It's not that far to walk.
that's a pretty good walk from here.
Is it?
Yeah.
You can't take the golf cart out on the highway either, can you?
We don't have a golf cart.
We could probably borrow one from somebody.
No, I don't think you can here because it's outside the city limits.
Yeah.
But, I guess you could if you wanted to, I guess. Walk. Pretty good walk, though.
Crickets.
Yeah. I guess we could disconnect the motorhome and drive over there.
I guess. Pull up in the motorhome.
Just to go buy a lizard.
Just to go buy a lizard.
That's kind of crazy. It would be kind of fun to have the lizard. I wonder how the cats would react to it.
I don't know. I'm hankering to have a lizard, a small turtle, and one of those.
I can kind of get down with the lizard. The turtle, I'm not so down with. I don't know
why.
Because it's a turtle.
So they need love too.
Yeah, but how are you going to teach this turtle to ride a skateboard?
Have you not seen the videos on TikTok?
Yeah, but those aren't the same turtles.
He puts it under his belly and he still walks. He just can walk faster because he's rolling instead of having to walk. He does this with his legs and the skateboard's across his belly. And so he can go really fast and the cats run from him.
Okay.
You've never seen the videos?
I guess not. I'll have to look at them.
Look it up.
Interesting.
And same with the gecko. I am going.
It's like me. I'm waiting to go play ping pong with our son.
I know, and they're drunk and
hungover
in the bed. Come on, man. That's what I feel like. I feel like a child waiting to be picked up by their friend so they can go play.
Mom, are they ever going to show up?
Right.
Mom, can you call and see if they're going to come? Mom.
Right.
Yeah, because they have a ping pong table at their Airbnb. And so we went by yesterday to get ping pong tables. But yesterday I wasn't feeling real good. So we decided to come home and sleep. And
yeah, you went and bought ping pong paddles.
They went and bought ping pong paddles. And we were going to go play. But then I was a little tired yesterday.
Well, the day went by very quickly.
It did.
Before we knew it, it was
6
like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
then
I think everybody was kind of tired, honestly.
And then I think Ish got a little long on his play, and then she hit rain going to pick him up. So he called it, like 8:30 or 9? Said that she wasn't even back yet or something?
Yeah, he called about 7, actually.
Oh, it's about 7.
And he was like...
And I was asleep.
She is caught in rain, and so they're not going to get home till like 8 or 9. And I think he and his female decided they were going to just go find somewhere to eat and probably do a little bar hopping, apparently.
Yeah, obviously.
According to the hangover text that we got.
Because, the closest, well, I don't know, they're in the bar region over there. There's bars all over there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so they probably were bar hopping because that ocean oceanside walk or area that they call it over there. It's got all those Ocean's 11 resorts, and they all have bars in them.
Yeah, yeah.
And so they just whatever.
And it's some sort of bike week at the 500.
No, it's a bicycle race.
Oh,
it's not a.
it's not
it's a bike race, not a
motorcycle.
It's a bicycle race, not a bike race. Bike race.
Oh, it's a bicycle.
Bicycle race.
Oh,
that's why it's all shut off out here in front of the motorhome.
I thought it was a motorcycle race.
I thought it was too.
I see. I got it.
So they have this big bicycle race going on.
Yeah.
Which I think it ended already. I think it ended at 1. But
yeah. So
anyway.
We are human too.
Yep.
We are looking to find that next fun, joyful thing. And right now I have my eyes set on having a lizard.
Another mouth to feed.
Oh, hush your mouth.
You have to go out here and catch
with the new way you're eating, I
know, right?
feel like you have
Good
2
Lord.
mouths.
I've been eating like
and
a teenager.
4 stomachs. You have.
I've been eating
me out of house and home.
I know. I've emptied the dang freezer in like a week.
Like every 2 hours, you're eating something.
I guess I'm just healing. I guess
yeah,
it is what it is. So it's okay.
Right.
I got a little heartburn going on right now.
So, yeah, that's what we're here to talk about. Is what'd you call it?
Childlike.
Redefining or
reestablishing childlike thought.
Yeah, reestablishing childlike thought.
And just being whatever, who cares? And just make jokes and have fun and live life, because this event for me made me thought, I was, like put all this freaking fear into me. And I'm like, you know what? Because obviously it don't matter how much you study all this other stuff. It doesn't matter anyway, because you can just get surprised anyway.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't matter how much you worry. It didn't prevent it from happening.
Nope.
It doesn't matter about like how afraid you may or may not be. It still happened without any like pre-warning that we were aware of or that we knew. Like literally, we felt like we got our legs kicked out from underneath us. I had one little thing
brought into my attention years and years ago.
Yeah,
but it was like. But even then, the doctor said you didn't meet the criteria.
I think the short and long of it is fucking worrying about shit just doesn't stop something.
Well,
if you have a contract or if it's something you're going to experience, come hell or high water, you're going to experience it.
Yep.
And that's period.
Because this is the kind of thought process that I wanted to transition from that conversation we just had. Was I remember. When I was probably 11 or so, and I was riding a YZ80 motorcycle. What you looking at over there?
I'm just waiting for you to tell your story and see how far down the medical place we go with it.
We're not going into it at all. I'm going completely away from it.
I see.
But I rode a YZ80, and I rode hard to the point to where I ran into a limb on a tree. I broke my two fingers on my right hand, and I kept right on riding because I had the thought of, I don't care. It'll be all right. And I kept right on riding. And it's because it was a childlike thought, because I was having more fun than the pain was.
Right.
And that's where we got to be in life as adults is we got to create those childlike thoughts in life.
Or get really, really drunk.
Yeah, you can do that too. But
I had a story where I went out partying, was very drunk, tripped over the edge of my dress, fell backwards, caught myself, dislocated my elbow, broke my elbow and my wrist.
And you kept right on
and I
whistling.
Was drunk enough where I was like, oh, well, here, let me just pop that back into place because my arm was literally pointing in the wrong direction. Let me go ahead and do that now while I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I had the wherewithal enough to say, yeah, if I don't do that now while I'm drunk,
it's going to hurt, yeah.
I may not get it back in place. So I just kind of gritted my teeth and popped it back into place in the right direction. And I just went on partying and continued partying. I'm like, there's no point in going home now.
Yeah.
there's enough alcohol on board to deal with it, and it's already injured and broke. No reason to go home now and lick my wounds. I'll do that fucking tomorrow. So that's what I did.
Yeah,
And
I've had some pretty drunken, wild, childlike behavior.
when tomorrow came, I was like, fuck, this
hurts.
is not good.
This is going to leave a mark.
So I went up to the ER and had my little doctor friend put a splint on the bitch and
moved on.
It was my right hand too. So I had to learn.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So I had to learn how to put my eyeliner on with my left hand. I did.
You forced yourself to learn something new.
I did. And I got quite good at it. So now I can do it with both hands.
Me and my buddies one time, we had snuck into my dad's liquor cabinet and grabbed his liquor, and we were getting drunk, and we were out at my buddy's. His dad had a shop, and we were playing with rat traps. When we were
Like the
drunk.
snap kind or the sticky kind?
No, the snap kind, where you're trying to you have to beat it out,
Yeah.
And we had went inside because the rat trap broke, and we went in to go get other ones, and we were sitting around his parents' bar, and he set the trap, and he gave it to me, and not thinking what was above my hand. And so I've got my left hand in there, and I got the trap down, and I go, snap, and it got me. And I went, and I raised my hand right into her wine glass rack.
Oh, my God. And you broke them?
And then I put my hand down and looked up, and then just as I watched up, one of the wine glasses wiggled and then fell off the rack. Boom, right into my arm, right into my hand. I still got the scar from it. I had to learn how to change everything for 6 weeks because I got a bunch of stitches and crap in my hand, and his mom allowed us not to come back over and play no more.
She allowed you not to
She
come
disallowed
back.
us.
You're allowed not to come back.
You're not allowed to be back anymore. And because I got in trouble, and it wasn't even my idea. Just because I stole the liquor don't mean nothing. But
anyway,
this childlike behavior though was fun. Just because I thought I was just trying to beat the rat trap.
Beat the rat trap. Yep, we did some crazy things as kids.
Oh, you have no idea.
I think our generation was a lot more try it out, pay the consequences later.
Oh yeah, that's how we were raised.
Absolutely. I feel like we were just
I was playing with my Hot Wheels on this dirt round mound for many, many years.
Yeah.
And then one day my uncle's over there, and he says, "Hey, you need to move off the way. We got the tractor coming because we gotta pull the mound off the top of the septic tank." I'd been playing on top of septic tank shit water for years with my Hot Wheels.
But it was covered in dirt.
The septic tank, the septic lines. It was a big mound of dirt that they put, and I played all the way down those things. We made mud pies in that crap.
Right, but I mean, our immune system's used to it. We drink out of the fucking water hose.
Oh, I know. We did all sorts of crap.
We're water hose kids.
We held out a guy
We're
one time.
thirsty. You remember going to the door and saying, "Can we have in? We're thirsty."
There's a water hose out there.
Drink out of the water hose. Go away, kid.
Go away, kids. Door
like
slams.
they would shoo us out and lock the door, and we'd go to the door and say, "We want in. Why do you want in? We're thirsty." Turn the water hose on, and don't forget to turn it back off. You'll make a mud puddle. Like we were
righty tighty, lefty loosey.
We were drinking out of the water hose for years. We were probably some mutated species where we could probably survive like a Twinkie. The atomic bomb or something.
An atomic blast.
We'll be the only generation that can survive because of the exposure.
Out beside.
We ate dirt. Like
and we played with everything with nothing.
That's right. And it was nothing to drop something in the dirt, dust it off a little bit, and put it back in your mouth and eat it.
I remember making complete forts out in the open pasture behind the house with that big, tall yellow grass.
Yeah.
We would cut it out in clumps, and we would ride it and tie it into bundles, and then we would literally dig ditches into the ground with our bare hand.
Absolutely.
And then we would build these forts out of these bundles of this grass that we'd make. And man, we'd play for that for weeks.
Yeah.
it would almost be like an ongoing thing with all my friends growing up because
Right.
it was more fun to play with. Well, we would just play with nothing. We figured out ways to play with things.
Right, exactly.
And that's that childlike thought.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the time, for the majority of the time, I can speak for myself, I would rather be outside.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Than to be indoors.
Yeah. I didn't want, because I was in the house, my mom was wanting me to clean something.
Exactly.
And I would, as long as I was home by dark, I was good.
That's right. I can remember getting, an illness and not being allowed to go out.
Yeah.
And I would my fever would break or whatever, and I'd feel better. And then I would be like, okay, I'm ready to go outside and play. I want to go back outside.
Yep.
Nope, you're sick. So by God, when you made sure you were sick because you didn't want to get trapped in the damn house.
I just never told anybody I was sick.
I mean, there were some times where I was truly ill,
sick, yeah.
and I just really couldn't do it. But you made dang sure you didn't call Wolf, because they would trap your ass in the house.
Yeah,
and then
they did that shit on purpose just to teach you.
That's right.
To toughen you up. You're pretty crazy.
And being trapped in the house, man, when you can't go outside is.
You remember when they used to slam on the brakes on the car just to stop you?
Yes.
Just to mess with you, not because you weren't wearing your seatbelt.
No, so opposite story.
Yeah.
When we weren't sitting down in the seat, because back in our generation, you didn't have to have seatbelts.
Right.
And you could still stand up in the seat and not get pulled over by the police. You could ride in the back of the truck bed.
Yeah.
All of that was legal and okay to do. And if we were standing up in the seat in the back seat of the car after being told a couple of times to sit down, yes.
They would slam on the brakes and your head would hit the freaking windshield.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you, my dad did that a lot of times. He would pop the brake
check you
to slam us down, to teach us a lesson, air quote.
Yeah.
And we would sit down then for a minute, but I can remember standing
Our attention
back
span
up.
was way too long, or way too short back then.
Yeah. I can remember that.
That's all kind of funny. Funny times. I remember my Uncle Gary, he had this white Dodge truck. It was like a early 80s model.
Yeah.
And there was this road, Ulagal Road. It was I can't remember what the name of that road is actually, but it was like really hilly, really sharp up and down.
Yeah.
And we would he would make all of us get in the back of the truck, and he would literally fly down that road just so we would come up off the bed of the truck and then bam on the bottom as he went through the bottom, and he would just be laughing his ass off the whole time. And nowadays it's like child endangerment, but
right, reckless endangerment of a child.
Yeah, totally.
You get a pretty hefty penalty for doing that.
Or he would do that shit on purpose too on the boat. He had a flat bottom boat.
For sure.
And if you stood up in the boat and he wasn't, and you weren't ready for it, just out of spite, he would and throw your ass in the water.
Try to throw your ass out.
Oh no, he wouldn't. There would be no try. He would throw your ass straight in the water.
Yeah, our uncle who always brought the boat to our what do you call those gatherings? Family reunions. He would do the same thing. He would do the same exact thing.
It's like my buddy.
And then just laugh.
Oh, yeah. They just laugh about it. They toughened you up back then.
Yeah.
Like my buddy, his dad had a boat. It was a jet boat. And that boat would run like 120 across the water. It was called the SS Get You Some. It was the name of it.
Yeah.
And when I first started hanging out with them, they invited me to go to their lake house. His dad, here's a really cool story. His dad owned a little 3-person drywall company. And when the Ulagal school system got hit by a tornado in I'd say it was probably the 86, 87, somewhere in there, and it got destroyed. And he went online and bid for the entire drywall job for the entire rebuild of the school.
Okay.
And he got it. He became a millionaire overnight.
Okay.
But anyway, so he ended up with this great big lake house. And he says, Chris invites me to go with him for the weekend to the lake house, and I was like, sure, I'll go. It was cool, And his dad says to me, "Do you know how to ski?" "No, sir, never skied before." "Oh, well, it's going to be your lucky weekend then. Well, first thing in the morning, we'll take the boat out and we'll teach you how to ski. And I was like, all right. I was more there to fish because they had a fishing boat too.
Yeah.
And we get out in the water and he's laughing and carrying on. He's like, I was nervous. They fit a life vest on me and
how old were you?
I was
You
11 or
never
12.
skied before at this point?
Nope, never skied.
Okay. I was like, why were you nervous?
I was probably 11, 12,
Yeah.
And
Understand.
and so and Chris is laughing at me. That's my friend. He's laughing the whole time because his dad's like all being serious. He's like, okay, so this is what you do, blah blah blah. He's all telling me all this stuff, right? And so he tells me, jump in the water, lay back on your vest, hold your skis out of the top of the water,
Yeah.
keep your rope between your skis, and try to stop the boat when it takes off.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I could do that. He said, all you gotta do is try to, and when you feel it, you'll pop up, and then just lean back on the rope.
Yeah.
Just like that. He made it sound easy as pie, right? And it came out to be, actually, it was easy to pie when I actually did it.
Right.
Because this is how, I find out later, this is how he taught people. Is the first time he did it, I leaned back and he put everything into that jet boat. And it took off out of the hole so far that it jerked me out of the skis, and I flew through the air probably 10 feet and landed face first in the water. Then he just laughed at it again. And he was like, you ready to go? Try again? And I didn't know he did it on purpose because he wanted you to feel the power of the boat. I found out later, but we were all laughing about it. And then the second time, I literally get straight up, and I actually am skiing.
Right.
And so he tells me to try. He can hear him try things, lean left, lean right, whatever. Yeah. And I was a child, I was a kid. I was like, okay, sure, I'll try it.
Right.
Try anything once. And I'm just jumping around. I'm going back and forth the other thing, and then I'm in the middle. And he said, when you're done, he said, all I want you to do is give you the thumbs down like this, and then show me an open hand, and then I'll slow the boat down so you can just let go. And so I was pretty wore out, and I'm giving him the thumbs down, and before I get the thing open, he goes, "You ready?" And I'm like,
no.
I'm like, what? He goes, and then he turns the freaking rooster tail on at about 40 miles an hour on the water. And that water hits me straight in the face, and I tumble. It's like what you see in those videos on, America's Funniest Home Videos. Get it, always head over heels across the top of the water.
Oh.
But it was pretty funny. It was funny to watch afterwards because his mom was videoing all of it.
Yeah.
But it was a fun childlike behavior. I jumped right up after that. And I had made the initiation.
Yeah.
I was the cool kid now.
Did she have that big, huge VCR
with the VH
recorder
disc,
with the VH
Yep.
tape?
She
in
carried
it?
that thing everywhere.
They were so huge compared to what they are now today.
Yep. She actually had a stand for it mounted on the boat.
Yeah.
And she used that anywhere she went, anywhere we were, she had the video camera out.
Yeah, yeah. That's the way my aunt was.
She had lost a daughter back years ago, and so after that she changed. She videoed everything.
Yeah.
After that. But
that's how my aunt was. She had one of those big ass. They were huge.
And so heavy too.
And heavy. And so it was hard to she would let me try, and I would have to put it on my fucking shoulder just to keep it holded up. And my video that I recorded was just all over the place.
Moving too fast and
shaking because it was so heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the kids these days don't even know what a VHS
You're right. They have no clue. They have
no idea. Something else I found interesting. We were watching that, what's that comedian's name last night? He said something interesting.
Matt Rife.
Yeah, he was saying at his age, he will never know what
if Michael Jackson was black or white
really looked like.
Yeah.
Other than from
online videos,
videos, and
he's like, he didn't really know if Michael Jackson was black or white. He didn't know because he was young enough. He was he's only 32.
It kind of popped me for a minute because I'm like, yeah, even the people that we grew up listening to or watching on TV, these next generations,
they have no clue who they are.
They don't. They have no clue who they are.
They don't know what it was like to not have a computer.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I remember we didn't have a computer at home until Matter of fact, I think I was already out of the house
Oh yeah, yeah.
before I got a computer
Absolutely.
at home. And we had a computer at work, but all it was basically a fancy calculator.
It was. It was very basic
DOS,
typewriter and calculator. Yeah.
Pretty crazy. They won't know how to experience it. They don't their life.
Yeah.
It's much
Most
different.
of the kids nowadays don't even know how to write a check.
I know, right? It's all electronic
Isn't that
now.
funny?
Yeah.
I taught our kids how to write checks as part of their learning experience when they got their account.
There are some rural towns that these kids nowadays don't even know what a Walmart is or a Target because everything's done through Amazon.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that until he made a joke about it.
Right.
He said he has little nephews that live in like somewhere in northern
Small little
Indiana
town.
in a small town that they have no stores.
They have no Walmart or anything.
And so everything that they own is Amazon. And so all they know is online shopping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so it's like, and then it's like, oh, well, it's not even something you don't think about. Kind of childlike thought and behavior.
Kind of crazy if you think about it.
It really is.
Especially when
We didn't have internet.
I
and
can
now,
remember our grandparents sitting around talking about things like listening to the radio after family dinner
yeah.
as their family get together. And it was...
My grandma Horner that's all she had was a radio.
Well, and some of them didn't even have a radio.
Mhm.
Like my one grandmother said, we didn't have radio. We sat around and we told stories.
They read
The other
read
grandmother
books
had a radio.
Yeah.
But my one grandmother, she was like, we didn't have radio. We sat around and told stories
Right.
and interacted with each other after our
Even the
evening meal.
movies that were old when we were kids
Yeah,
just started TV, like Grease.
right.
They had just had black and white TV, and it was only the little small TVs, and they had just started broadcasting that in major cities.
Right.
In the late 50s.
Even our TVs were much different than they are.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We had to be the antenna. We've talked about that
Oh, yeah.
before.
Yeah.
But I can also remember hearing stories from my grandparents of, like going to the movies and being able to go to the movies and buy their snack
Yeah.
on like a nickel.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Or I can remember as a child going and my grandmother smoked and I was in kindergarten, first grade, somewhere around in there. I can remember going into the store for her and them letting me buy her cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to take the change and buy, like 4 or 5 pieces of bubble gum or whatever.
Yeah.
Or being able to take $2 bill, buy some gas,
Yeah.
go in and pay for the gas and get me a pack of cigarettes, and then you can buy, bubble gum with the change. Being able to buy a pack of cigarettes, a tank of gas, and like 3 or 4 pieces of bubble gum because they were a penny
Yeah.
on a $2 bill.
That's
For
what it
fuck's
seemed like.
sake.
My mom used to give me $3, and I would drive down during the summer when I was out of school. I would ride my bicycle like 8 miles, by the way, and I would for $3 I'd get her a pack of cigarettes, a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, I would get us 2 deli sandwiches for lunch, and I'd still get like 45 cents worth of gum,
Right? Yeah.
all on $3.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We can remember that.
I could buy those deli
But
sandwiches for 35 cents a piece.
Yeah. But
That's
I can
crazy.
remember my grandparents telling stories like that of being able to buy,
Yeah, even less than that.
even less than that. Like,
I remember my dad telling me a story one time with his first car. He could fill up the entire tank for $1.80.
yeah.
Well, that's from a fill up. That's and back then those are full tanks. They were 50-gallon tanks.
Or my grandmother, she always was in the nursing genre for her career, or she sat with elderly or sick people. And I can remember asking her, well, how much did you get paid to do that back then? And she was like, oh, I got paid like $1.50 a month. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, we have.
Talk
about Sal, 98 years old now.
Talk about like poor income. She was like, well, you have to remember, a quarter would buy like all this
salary,
shit.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, like they could buy their whole list of groceries for the month on a freaking quarter. I don't even remember what the amount was. I'm over exaggerating, obviously.
When Sal told me he got his first job at age 15.
Yeah.
His monthly pay was $2.86.
Right.
A month.
Yeah.
That was in the military.
Right.
$2.86 a month.
Yeah. That's what
that's 98 years ago. That's how old he is.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Huh?
A month. So they had to pay for housing and groceries and all of that. And that was plenty of money to do that. That's what my grandmother was trying to explain to me is, yeah, it sounds like not a lot, but I lived comfortably.
Oh, yeah.
I bought groceries. I had my housing and all of that.
And most of them were able and we had enough money to build wealth.
Go to the movies
build wealth.
For a nickel.
For retirement. They could build wealth on that.
Exactly. Yeah. My aunt, she was a stay-at-home mom, and my uncle was the one who went to work. She would get 2 quarters, I don't remember, maybe once a month to go and buy the list of things she needed for the house. And then 1 quarter was for her to buy her like lipstick and like her needs.
Right. Yeah.
And get her hair done. She would go and get her hair poofed up and back combed and all of that. And she said she could do all of that on her little quarter allowance and still have money left over. And so her money left over, she would put back in her little savings jar.
Yeah.
And then whenever they got ready to do like family vacation or something, they went on these big, huge, extravagant vacations. And she ended up having
all on a quarter,
almost all of the family's retirement saved back.
Yep.
Because she would put part of her allowance, so to speak, back.
Yep. That's like
and I'm like, it's mind blowing when you think about it.
Yeah, I remember Doc telling me a story one time that him and his wife, when he first got, when he went in the military and after he got married, that he would take, I want to say it was 50 cents.
Yeah.
And he would buy a little piece of gold.
Yeah.
And it was like a gram or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And when his wife when they hit their 25th wedding anniversary, she took all the gold and cashed it in.
Yeah.
And it was like $500,000 worth of gold.
Right.
Because it had went so much time in that 25 years, so much growth.
Yeah.
And
I saw a thing on TV the other day, and I thought, you know what? Maybe we should start buying some little gold and silver pieces just to kind of.
I used to do it, and I sold everything. I used 2 years ago.
I felt the hankering.
But
so
anyway,
yeah, that was kind of I don't know. That was a different kind of podcast.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was good.
I think the key thing is trying different things.
Yeah, just let it be fun.
Find especially if you're going through a wonky time.
Yeah,
just randomly out of the blue, try some off the wall things to try and find that joy vibration.
Yeah.
I think for me, what I wanted to convey to the people that listen to us is that even we get knocked off course.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to refine that frequency.
Yeah.
And that just because you find something that gives you joy today doesn't mean that it's going to be what works for you tomorrow, the next day, or whatever.
Yeah.
Be open and willing to let that change.
Yeah, totally.
And try something different. And be willing to try something different.
Yeah, totally. Be open-minded.
There's no book that says
there is no
go
manual.
out and do this and life will be good. You got to try things.
Yep, you got to do.
Even in the metaphysical world that we play in, when you're going through your awakening process and things feel hard and you're trying to get down to that belief system that makes you feel wonky and you don't really have a daily routine to speak of, you got to try different things. Try stones. Go get a massage. Do some meditation. Have chakra work done. Go try all those different modalities to see what works for you.
Yeah.
And then know that if it changes, allow it to change.
Agreed.
Go back out there and explore what that looks like.
Totally. You got to be open-minded to it.
I mean, because I can tell you in my journey, which is going on 40 years now, 30-something years, I did everything from Wicca to spell work to stones to meditation to yoga, like chakra work. I've tried it all, and some hung on for a little while, some hung on other. Like, I'm still a big stoner.
Yeah.
And stones still are a big part of my life, but some of that other stuff faded away and my daily routine changed.
Yeah.
And still changes to this day.
Yep, totally.
So,
and it got us from point A to point B.
Always does.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I feel complete. You feel complete.
Try something. Go play Monopoly or Skip-Bo.
Yeah, really.
Or buy a lizard.
Crested.
I'm coming, Gecko. My sweet lizard.
Well, hey, guys, we appreciate you all listening. Don't forget to check out lucidiumworld.com. That's LUCIDIUM world.com. That's our new app that's about to come out.
Yeah.
And you can still check out the website at www.themerckcenters.org. And don't forget to like, follow, and share, and tell all your friends about it. And be paying attention, because we're going to be setting out a commercial where you can actually buy a year's subscription to Lucidium World app at a 35% discount for the entire year. So
yeah. By being like one of the first so many.
It's a pre-launch sign up. Yeah. It's going to be a pre-launch. We're only going to allow 500 people to do it, because we're also going to improve, we're going to add 50% of those people into the beta. We're going to do randomization.
Yeah.
And 250 of those 500 people will be added into the beta testing. So it'll be a little upfront. Here you go. Thank you for working
believing in us and following us
and helping test out the app.
Yeah.
And so we'll give you a discount for the first year.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. But anyway, don't forget to like, follow, share, raise, or ring that bell. And we hope y'all.
Yeah, I'm still here. Did I get evicted?
No way.
Because I'm supposed to say ring the bell.
You do? You always say
I always say ring the bell.
Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. Hey, guys, don't forget to like, follow, and share, and don't forget to
ring that bell.
Hey, you'll have an awesome day.
Love ya.